Okay. So this is going to be a playthrough of Bunbun 3 version 1.0. This hack has been through about 3 years of playtesting edits and adjustments and stuff. Shoutouts to all of the playtesters who I have in the credits. I'm not going to name them offhand because I know if I name them offhand I'm going to forget someone and then it's going to be really awkward. So I'm just going to wait for the credits until the end. I've learned my lesson on this before. No matter how confident I am that I remember everyone, I will have forgotten someone. I don't know.
Like if I make it bigger, it's like
Dad summoned you.
You know what? I wonder if I need to make
Welcome in, Sylph.
font bigger itself.
Okay, so let's get going with Bunbun 3, because this game's a little long. It's gonna take a little minute.
Alright, that looks
Most of my average playthroughs of this game... Yeah, let's go. Most of my average playthroughs of the game are about 2 hours or so. It's a 24 exit hack with a final boss level. I guess consider this a speedrun, but it's mostly just going to be me talking through the game as clear stuff. So we'll check out the tutorial first. It's not really anything groundbreaking. You can save with select if you want to, but it also saves after every winway, so it's a little redundant. But if you want to save, you can. More importantly, you can press L and R at any point in this hack to switch between Mario and Bunbun.
I know, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, that's cute.
I have written instructions in the README for every difference between them more in depth. But the main difference is Bun can jump 4 tiles high, Mario can jump 5 tiles high. If you spin jump with Mario, it spin jumps. If you spin jump with Bun, it just does her regular jump. But Bun can also flutter with A in midair. It's not on B, so you can still do regrabs with Bun with a regular jump, and you can still do regrabs after the flutter with A. But if you jump and press A with Bun, or jump with Mario and switch to Bun, you can flutter whenever. And that is the main gimmick of this hack, and will be the recurring theme for everything in this design. It was critical for me in this hack design to try to make things as clear as possible while also having fun with the switching and stuff.
We'll see how it goes. Why not? Oops. Blue and booty, oh my god. So they get real rowdy too? Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. Like, I knew Kamekastle was and I didn't even consider...
Oops. Don't follow me there. All of you.
Stuff on it? Dust? How dare dust accumulate on something that's... What do you mean? Imagining a word on the internet in 2023, well, I mean, you don't have to imagine it and literally live it every day of your life. Why? I'll tell you that. I'm actually pretty lucky, all things considered, compared to a lot of other girls on the internet, but...
To switch over to Bun, and just be Bun for the level. Most of the game is designed for you to be able to go with either character. Velo. God damn. Tier 3, 56 months is a lot of time and support. Thank you. Shoutouts to Velo, who has been here since the very beginning of Bunbun 1 design streams. Very important infrastructure to the stream, so thank you, Velo.
Okay.
Hope you're doing well. Glad that your resub gets to make it into this video. We are currently doing a Bunbun 3 version 1.0 playthrough to show off the actual clear version, but I've intentionally left a lot of openness to the obstacles in this game to allow a little bit more creativity for switching and stuff.
It absolutely has to be a ghost story. It has to be supernatural.
Those bullets never fire.
Something that could, like, actually really happen. It's not like I don't believe in ghosts, but like, it's easier for me to tell myself about what could happen. Does this make sense?
I never actually closed that door for that event, but I don't think it actually matters.
See if I can
Heavily touched at being visual, level design, and to having the Mario and Bun ASM to switch back and forth. I was pretty happy with this level as a KLDC entry, but I think it's improved now, even just if this level was still Mario only. So I'm glad that it's also more fun now that you can switch back and forth between the two. I'm still thinking I want to design for KLDC this year, but I'm gonna probably chill on it for at least like a week or so and just enjoy release. I'm sure I'll be inspired to want to design after release, honestly, so I wouldn't be surprised if I'm right back to Lunar Magic streams for something else, but we are definitely done with Lunar Magic streams for Bunbun 3, which feels weird to say, because those have been 3 years of Lunar Magic streams on this channel, so...
Just because I've seen them say, I don't know.
I guess I could have, up above, actually used the logo that I had designed for this. I'll do that after this level.
And point more people in that direction to put it. You feel me?
I like switching to Bun to that part because it's a little bit easier to jump through there, but that ending was significantly nerfed from a couple of playtesting versions because I liked people dying there, but not.
It's the ghost stories! Hell yeah! Oh, and Moley, I hope that exercise went well.
Alright, Vanilla Bun Gelato is our vanilla retry level. The main reason for vanilla retry in this level is the secret exit, which has been incredibly tuned to basically just be as free as possible.
Or ghost stories. Spanish ghost stories? That's fun. Evan, how are you doing?
Oh, there's a baseball coming, that's never good.
Yeah, it was a cool concept. I had
Okay, I'm gonna dodge these info boxes for the time being because they'll be more clear in the secret exit, which I like doing after the regular exit of this
Have you
level.
read that one though, Talaga? Where like you can't go on the lift between one.
All of my playtesters have had trouble with that Hammer Bro drop, but I apparently just have the muscle memory down to pretty much just fall that way. More or less every time.
The tower block.
Nice.
But the thing was channels. Okay, okay.
Also, I hope you're doing well, everyone.
I just learned one that I picked up.
I keep thinking it's Friday, so I almost said Happy Friday, but Happy Friday Eve. Alright, let's go back and do the secret exit of Vanilla Bun Gelato, which I'll hop in here to show. You're going to cape spin the bottom left corner of question mark blocks in the bonus game from left block to right block, and you'll always get a 1-up. Make sure you're only spinning the bottom left block of the question, not both the bottom left and bottom right. So, what that means is, in the bonus game, you can actually do this with an item also, so you can do this with Yoshi if you want to, but it's easier with cape because you can line it up. You kind of want to be about a tile away. So if you're lining it up with the checkerboard thing, you kind of want to be in between these as much as possible. But if you basically hit the highlighted, if you hit the highlighted bottom left corner of all of these and go from left to right, you will every time asterisk get a 1-up from these. There's a couple of interesting ways to be able to cheese this segment as well that I will not mention currently, but let's just say if you're good at dupes, this segment is pretty trivial.
I'm a big baby, so this is new. So how was your stream? What were you up to? None pizza. Where's left beef? How are you?
So that's probably the hardest one because you do have to kind of fly into it a little bit.
Disney movie. Okay, sorry. There was a character named Coco in one of these stories. So hello.
Okay. So after you get through here, run to the edge.
Welcome on in. How's it going, everybody? I'm Bun.
Activate the P-switch, get them midway, die, and because Yoshi can activate an exit, you get the secret exit. Doing alright, Hal. Can you please poppers for dinner? Looking for a Scarlet Violet cheating at the game render in 4x3. Interesting. That sounds fun. For your CRT, I imagine. Hey Doc, thanks. It's been a long time coming. It feels surreal still, honestly, but it feels nice to just have it like on the layout and done and just playing it and chilling and not constantly feeling like I have playtesting edits to make and just actually getting to play the game. It's a very weird, surreal feeling, honestly. Bunbun 1 and Bunbun 2 came together in about under a year each, which was pretty fast because they were like pretty vanilla. Holy heck, my overlay is clean. Thank you. We cleaned it up a lot today. There's a couple of spots that I think are going to be pretty good clip spots, and that fish definitely feels like one. I'm not typically the type of creator to just drop a fish on your head, honestly. Which I think means after 3 hacks, I get the right to do it at least once. And it's also like fairly easy to avoid, honestly, because all you have to do is just run forward here and just like not wait in the corner. So a lot of people actually probably, honestly, aren't gonna hit that fish. I almost got the wall jump on the first try. Oh my god, so I have a clip of Shoujo's playtesting where she just runs in from here, runs, jumps up, gets the wall jump, gets the moon, and then just lands, like, on her first actual shot. I'm just like, alright, Shoujo, calm down. Yo, Borgie, thank you. I am excited. And thank you for everything that you did for this hack. For those that don't know, Borgie draw the cute-ass Bunbun sprite, which is why I've been trying to use it as much as possible. So major shoutouts to Borgie. And also major shoutouts to Circle Friendo, who I haven't actually shouted out at this point yet. But Circle Friendo is the creator of the Mario and Friends ASM, which has been adopted into the Mario and Bunbun ASM for this hack. By adopted, I mean it's Mario and Daisy, but Daisy is reskin to Bunbun. So it's adopted, as in I just used it for this hack. So major shoutouts to Circle for getting this fine-tuned. For my rap, I guess. The Firebar level in particular has a lot of, we'll call them alternate strategies that I've left in.
I bought more of these. Where are they?
What are you looking for?
My little sticky things. It looks like whiteout, but it's a sticky thing.
Huh.
All my whiteouts are in here, so I thought it was in here. I like bought it a little bit clearer than I needed it, but now I don't know where I put it.
I think I can respawn the small. Oh, I could also just die. That's fine.
What is that? Stop for doobie blue. Just incredible. Incredible. I can't wait to catch the first. Clean and Defiant are both back. Look at that girl. Food. Nice. Errands are complete. That was amazing. make it nice and silly and
I removed another one of these little diagonal platforms from here from the original testing because it was just annoying. Be careful running under these things because you get like very vacuum sucked under them. Oh, I almost got the 50. Damn it.
There we go.
Alright, Combo Castle. You're able to skip the first room if you go in the blue switch pipe right there. For the sake of this clear video, I'm gonna play the first room because I feel like you might need that in the clear video. But if you are struggling with this room and really don't like it, you can always start select out and get the blue switch and just skip it. All of the castles slash final levels of each world are designed to sort of be like mini culmination castles in this game, which combine all of the previous levels before it. Makes you feel any better, Borgie. I'm pretty sure the only tester that actually played this room was Third Wall, because everyone else also skipped it. It's a pretty straightforward room, so I haven't been like super worried about it or anything, honestly. Like it's just platforming on those S&B 3 platforms, so it's not really that big of a deal. And I at least did get some playtest feedback for it, so it's not like completely devoid of testing feedback.
I'm gonna need to think of a color scheme.
Gotta hurry up and get in the store before that guy falls on you again.
So yeah.
Yeah, the one before is the one I figured you were talking about. I would have been pretty surprised if you one-shot this segment, because this segment's actually not like hard, but definitely harder than the previous room. That jump right there tends to fuck a lot of people up. And then I'm so happy that I got Third Wall with this troll because I stole this troll from Mostly Harmless. And if you're wondering what the troll is, basically the camera stops scrolling like slightly before you would expect it to, so it's really easy to run into the spike. I'm gonna try to avoid a small spoiler in this segment, but these fireballs are not quite as deadly as they look like they are. They almost were right there, though. Jesus. It's intentional, Borgie. I do need to fix the quote-unquote underscore after that boom boom thing before release, because that was something I was going to potentially do, and now I just need to get rid of that janky almost underscore but not actually an underscore thing. No tester has commented on it, but I've had it in the back of my mind for forever.
I mean...
Alright, one of my favorite musical things about this game, and I'm going to point it out in this clear video, this port perfectly lines up with you actually getting to the ghost house on this overworld when you're climbing up.
Vincent probably has some type of intel that we don't have.
Which I like. It was one of the first times I've ever had to actually draw like squish rains for animation, so that was fun. You can see it? Okay. I wasn't sure if it came through on the 60 FPS refresh or if it was on the 30 FPS. Smells like ZD baking in here.
It smells like Spaghetti Factory.
You jump and sort of save yourself in a lot of kind of ridiculous situations. I expect most people's first playthroughs to be pretty much exclusively Mario, though. There will be a couple of people that I think really click with switching mechanics, but I think on the whole, most people will probably just be playing as Mario and then switching to Bun for like the one Bun level and then Special World. But I think as people start to pick up this game for more of a speedrunning incentive, I think the general path will probably be most of the time to play through as Mario and switch to Bun as needed. Although there are Bun strats for pretty much every level as well, because I tried to do that as much as I could. Yes.
Wasn't our only same? I thought so too. You actually know Bunbun's IRL name? Oh. Your secrets are safe with Arya. Sorry, Arya's singing voice. I guess the name of the big Guardian of Music
Is this a Battle Network song? It sure is. It's the first of like 5 or 6 in this game. It's interesting because I haven't ever had a jank out death on that pipe that's like right before the spinies. Even though I'm pretty sure that's a custom pipe too. But I've never janked out to there, only at the part where you have to like fall onto it kind of fast and swoop under and then wait. And it doesn't happen very often. Of course it would happen in the clear video, but that's to be expected, I guess. Forgot my own goddamn obstacle.
I was actually really embarrassed because these friends that like...
As I alluded to, and as Borgie probably documented in his playtesting, there are many alternate strats you can do in this level in particular. I tried to leave as many alt strats as possible throughout the game. This level in particular has a lot of fun stuff you can do with characters and stuff. And I forget my own spacing. Yeah, it was important to me, if I was going to be having a Kaizo hack where you had 2 characters, to be able to use both characters as often as possible. Bun 2 definitely made Bunbun 2 better, so I'm not against it. I just would prefer 1.1 to not really be that big of a change, and also ideally not have to do a 1.1.
I hope I'll take care of that for you. Sounds like you'll be busy for me. Oh, love that for you, Arya.
This music reminds me that I still need to go back and actually play Crash 1 in the Crash Insane trilogy. I beat Crash 2 and Crash 3 like 3 years ago in that trilogy, and for some reason Crash 1 never vibed with me that well. But if I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, I want all 3 instead of just the second and the third. Because that's a little awkward. The reason I say that is because this music is Crash Bandicoot, so... Yeah, I'm gonna leave the Bun exploration more up. Easier on joystick than they are on D-pad. Both from playtester. Yeah. Yep, but it challenges people differently.
Very sio-touch.
Yep.
Of course I play on joystick now too, that's so funny.
Joystick gang. Oh, that was very good timing on that timer. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the food really quick while this is loading. It's a frozen baked ziti that's actually really good for the oven. Alright, so next level is Super Bunny Ball, which is a Super Monkey Ball level, aka no jumping. and Super Monkey Ball music and aesthetics, namely through springs and no blocks, and also just riding platforms and stuff. Both Bun and I actually did playthroughs of Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, so it was pretty important for me to have a level that paid tribute to that.
Super Monkey Ball.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yep. So this jump right here forces you to re-grab with this ASM. I think that's the only time I actually force you to re-grab with it, but it shows that it is possible. And also, if you're curious, you can't flutter with Bun either.
Oh, that was great.
Oh yeah, peanuts are unfortunately a pretty big part of bear traps.
I tried to sing it like ball.
Yeah. If you run right away, you're fine every time here.
Shows for free? What? That's
Okay.
amazing.
More importantly, it is a combination of ghost ropes, extendy pipes, fire bars, net blocks, and no jump into a castle together. And shoutouts to Dan the VP for this port, because Dan made this port for SGDQ 2022. Oregon and I collabed on a level, and we got to use this port for it. And I asked Dan if I could reuse it again for Bunbun 3, and he said of course. So it's in here as the castle music right here. This used to be bullet bounces that were kind of annoying to time, honestly. I think even in every single playtest version I had, they were still bullet bounces that were annoying to time. And as I was doing a sweep through probably last week or so, I was like, wow, this is kind of annoying. So I just deleted the bullets and changed them into no block bounces, which is the same thing, except you A, don't get janked out by the star timer here, and B, can time it up a lot nicer. And if you have the blue switch here, you're able to get a mushroom for this fight. I originally had counter break on to be able to allow you to carry this mushroom out farther than just this fight. I guess I should explain this. This boss can only be hit when he's trying to fly towards you. When he's lushy like that, he can't be hit. I was trying to look into a way to make him transparent when he's looking that way, but it's really hard to do. Really hard to do that. So, if you're able to keep the mushroom to here, you can actually do the Bunbun 1 mushroom clip to dodge this particular hit. That fire bar can actually hit you. See, on both sides of the net, so you have to be careful. But if you have the mushroom, you're at least able to skip that last obstacle.
Yes, please sleep tonight.
Please. Alright. Next up is our water level. The only thing special about this water level compared to a vanilla water level is the death plane is raised by a pixel, which doesn't mean anything to anyone except anyone trying to cheese this level. Basically means you can't swim under my level and you have to play it legitimately. Other than that, this is 100% vanilla, 100% water level. Just have fun swimming. The first half is designed to force movement quickly without having a timer of any kind or auto scroll, and then the second half has an auto scroll but is not fast auto scroll, but still designed to force pace. Yeah, and also Fendrana Drift's music is exceptionally good. On the first life through on here, if you like got up to that Yoshi obstacle, the block just wouldn't spawn the Yoshi for some reason. I think it has something to do with the retry ASM, because it wasn't doing that before I patched over to the retry that's just sitting in the top left corner. So it's not really that big of a deal. It's the exact same obstacle basically now, it's just it spawns every time instead of every time but the first life.
That's it, definitely gas, I'll get sleepy. For so long.
Metroid Prime does have some amazing music.
Glad we got to see though.
Have a good night, Vincent. The longest event in the game. Turns out just platforming off of them feels pretty good. This obstacle sort of changes depending on what time you get here, but I'm pretty sure anyone. Also, shoutouts to Amber for this moon. This is lava, so you can die here if you swim up, but Amber reminded me that if you walk into lava and just don't jump, you don't die. This is probably my individual favorite obstacle of the game. It just feels nice to do. And it feels nice to have a reason to need to do it twice. So you gotta get the shell to carry through there. I don't think you actually need the shell, because I'm pretty sure if you flutter jump perfectly you can make it up there, but I'll leave that to other people to determine. But the intended flow has you just bounce through that segment twice, to once to open it and then once to keep the shell through. Shoutouts to my Twitch chat for this level, because with my help they made this level and it's pretty good. They were able to design the palette, they were able to design what enemies I used in the level, and a general idea of most of the obstacles. I was a little nervous to do a chat designed level, especially one that I was like pretty much committing to actually putting in the hack. But putting this ASM in the context of a mostly vanilla hack will hopefully do it favors going forward. There's definitely honestly limitless possibilities with this Mario and Friends ASM. I think total in the Mario and Friends ASM there's 5 or 6 characters, which
How much longer do we need to wait for the food?
the food's done, it's just cooling right now. Probably whenever, honestly. I did sort of just have an ad run though. So yeah, shout out to chat for that level. That was a good level, chat. And shout out to the Bun for this level because it's disco shells, which she's good at. And also Animal Crossing music. So, also shout outs to these little invisible ropes that I drew for this level and then ended up liking so much that I wanted to just use as universal 1F0 graphic throughout the hack. I think they visually look a little nicer than the typical 1F0 bridge. I started thinking about the Switch a little too early. Okay.
Glad you got that.
Yeah, Bun's flutter is honestly pretty amazing. When Circle, Ham, and I made Mario and Friends in the Ghost Gallery almost 2 years ago now, Jesus. When we made that 2 years ago, we included Mario, Luigi, Toad, Daisy, who is identical to Bunbun just outside of the sprite, and Peach, and unanimously, and Wario. And unanimously, everyone's favorite character was Daisy / Bunbun to play with because you have so much control, and also the flutter just is super handy. I do really think it'd be interesting to make stuff with Wario from that ASM though, because I think Wario has some cool speed tech that we like just barely scratched the surface of.
Glad your housework is almost done. Rolls are back on. I guess probably we should take a break in a minute. My nail station and shit. No, that makes so much sense. Like, how would you get it? Fix that. So yeah, my broken one. Oh yeah.
Okay. Let me do the next level and then I'll be good for a break. Because that'll be at the end of... Oh, okay. I mean, we could just... Alright, we'll just take a break now then, I guess. Yeah, what are on stream? We have like 6, 7 more levels left. Forget exactly how many. Dry bones. I don't actually remember if there's a dry beetle in this castle. I don't remember if I was able to work that in or not. And then the ice, semi-ice physics, I guess I should call them physics from Day of Sliding, which include the clear ice physics platform. And even then, it's not like easy; it's just easier. And then also for everyone on the raid / everyone who came in late and didn't hear, I will be uploading this as a clear video, which will be put in the README along with the YouTube link for the playlist of this game. There will also be the Bunbun 3 graphic that's up above. I'll be including a version of that for thumbnails and titles and stuff if you want to use it for that. And I'm also working on a Bunbun 3 art book, which is slowly developing because I've never actually done one before. But over the past couple of weeks, we've been working on level illustrations, I guess. Similar to what Borgie's been doing with all of his race levels and stuff. I like kind of just draw the set pieces and stuff from the level, and the theming actually be what. I'm really sad that that last note cuts off by like a half beat because it's supposed to go to do 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 and then just end, but you only get like a little bit of the ending note, but whatever. Alright, so the special feature of Special World, in addition to the palette, which all of the palettes in Special World will be built around this like pretty intense like black, primarily focused on the foreground and background. The main gimmick, as you'll see once I can actually get through this obstacle, is that you actually have to switch between Mario and Bun in Special World. So up until now, it's been pretty optional in which one you do, but for Special World specifically, I really wanted to sort of take the training wheels off and slow the spiel of everything I'm releasing with the hack, but I already have the spoiler-free playlist uploaded to YouTube. I'm a little disappointed because everything I recorded off of SMW Central in that playlist is like really quiet compared to the tracks that I individually downloaded. It's not like unbearable, but it is definitely noticeable, and the reason I recorded everything was to have everything be leveled. But anyway, we have that playlist. We also will have this playthrough uploaded as a clear video. The above graphic up there for the Bunbun 3 logo will be uploaded with the hack, so people can use it for thumbnails and title cards or whatever they need it for. And then long term, I'm working on an art book, which I've uploaded pictures to Twitter and Blue Sky and stuff today. The art book's gonna take a while, because there's a lot of levels in this game, and also a lot of drawings I have to do for it, but I'm excited, because I've always wanted to have that kind of media for something that I've designed, and I think this will be a good way to have that as an outlet. Die to the guy slowly falling on me? Come on. Okay, that one was definitely double E. Okay. As you can see by that, the P-switch timer there is pretty light. The P-switch run is not meant to be very difficult, and neither is that once you're through. I got rid of the muncher right there because I died there during testing, and I was like, yeah, I don't like that. There used to be a muncher there at the end, and I didn't think you could actually die to it because I thought you'd trigger the goal first. But if you like jump up into the side of it, then you can. So be careful about that. It's not there anymore, so I guess you don't have to be careful about anything. But if you played beta version, be careful. So shout out to Third Wall, who politely recommended that I redo the level that this was into what it is now. Because what it is now is actually one of my favorite levels in the hack, and I feel like it went from being a cool idea that I had to actually being a cool level plus a cool idea. Shoutouts to Kevin for the super ASM of Mondo Tide, basically. Because I was able to basically use that in a Kaizo setting with the tight timer to be able to actually build a Mondo segment with the ice. Once you know the flow through that segment, it's pretty loose also, which is nice. Alright, but... I show off that alternate strat at the end there because that was actually the original intended strat, and then Amy was determined to spin jump through it, so I just gave a spin jump coin, and now it's actually pretty easy to spin jump through. Shout out to Amy for brute forcing her way through it, just spin jumping without the indicator, because it's actually much harder. Okay. Final level is 9-inch Buns, which is a bunch of Reznor fights. Specifically 4 rooms of Reznor with a checkpoint in between every other room. If you have the blue switch, you have access to 2 mushrooms at the start. And that LR sign is a polite reminder that you are able to flutter through. And then you can restart out in that room if you want to grab the mushrooms again. Personally, I don't think they help a ton in room 1, but they definitely help in room 2. What's probably optimal in a more casual speedrun is to at least grab the mushrooms once, and then hope that you at least get to keep one in reserve, probably. And then you can keep it in reserve, be small. At least I think you can keep an item in reserve. I guess I'm not actually 100% sure on that. These Reznors stop when you're looking to the left, which is why the room keeps stopping when you're turning left. Shout out to Circle Friendo for the ASM edits to make that possible. And then the last checkpoint of the game, I have to force you out to the overworld there because room 4 would spawn weird if I didn't. For some reason, room 4 has a slightly different arrangement on the very first time you're going through this. If you don't force that overworld reset, like the Reznors just kind of go all over the place. Instead, now they're perfectly aligned where they should be. Yeah. Okay. I think we're okay. Just time this out. Bop, bop, float. Don't sit in front of the bullet and wait to get shot. Okay. Alright. Even with like a 15-20 minute break, we were still able to clear Bunbun 3 in under 2 hours, so that's pretty good. It aimed for 2 hours to be my goal for that. Thanks. And then nice Dragon Roost style credits. Shout outs to everyone who made this hack possible, because there were a lot of people that came together for this. Shout outs to anyone who plays this hack, thank you. Shout outs to anyone who streams this hack, also thank you. I tried to thank as many friends as possible, but it turns out even though vanilla credits give you a lot of room, they don't give you infinite room. So I tried to thank as many friends as I could throughout this development process. I'm probably going to see friends in here that I missed as I'm going through this and be terrified, but you know what? I did my best. I scanned through this many times to make sure. And if you're not in here, it doesn't mean that you didn't influence this in any way. I just honestly probably ran out of room, because Bun can attest to how many times I had to move around individual people throughout all these credits, throughout all these lines to try to squeeze. Yep.
Okay, I'll move it.
But yeah, Bunbun 3 has been a very fun, honestly pretty challenging 3 years. I was very nervous in September of last year when the laptop wiped and I had to revert back to an old save and thought I pretty much lost everything, because that would have delayed Bunbun 3 by at least another year, if not longer than that. Oh, I actually have to move that last thank you for playing up. I'm glad I saw that. Okay, we have one thing we have to fix before release, which means this test was worth it. I just have to move that thank you for playing up a tile. Yeah. 07, Roch. Love you, buddy. It's gonna run an ad in a couple of minutes because I forgot to do that over the break for some reason. So I'm gonna go ahead and run mine now because all it's missing from here is vanilla credits and stuff. While I'll say, hey Kevin, how's it going? While we're running that ad though, let's do a poll on what we should do next. Okay. 2-minute poll. Up top. Vote on what I should do next while I'm running this ad and moving this credit thing up one more tile before I forget to do that before release. Oh, it also did not run the ad. Okay, let me run the ad for real. While y'all are voting in the poll and while I'm getting set up for something. I guess I don't exactly know what I'm getting set up for yet, but yeah, after stream I'm gonna edit this playthrough down and probably just cut out the death loops, honestly, since it just kind of needs to be a clear video. I will also work on getting a speedrun board up. It's been a couple of years, so I kind of forget how to do it, honestly. I don't remember it being that difficult, but I assume somebody will probably want to speedrun this at some point, so I should probably get the board for that up. Yeah, I think so. I hope so, at least. I think Shoujo said it. I think Third Wall also said it.
Yeah,